making a video sort of in response to a question that was posed in one of my groups today. And that question was, what does CRPS stand for? Like, what is it? What does it mean? And, I was happy to write, it stands for chronic regional pain syndrome. But then as the day went on and I started thinking about it more and more and more, I started to realize that those 4 letters are just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to CRPS. CRPS is a condition that does not define me, but that does dictate a lot of what does go on in my life. When I had my first onset of symptoms, I was so scared. I didn't know what CRPS was, and no one told me I had CRPS. And so the day that I was officially diagnosed was sort of a mix of both the scariest and happiest days for me. And so I wanted to sort of run through what this CRPS lifestyle and definition and condition sort of means for me. And because I think it probably means some similar things to a lot of you fellow warriors out there. And so for me, CRPS, first of all, means that my left foot looks like it's dead. It's black for the most part. It means that I am so sensitive to the touch that I wear 1 or 2 winter socks and a cam boot just so that nothing will touch my foot. And it also means that sometimes even with that, my foot feels like an icicle. But at the same time, sometimes my left leg feels like it's on fire, while my right leg feels like it's normal. It means that I've experienced more pain than I ever thought a human being could handle, and that anytime I have another flare, I am reminded that things can get worse, that pain has no limit, and I don't live in fear, but it is never lost on me that anytime I have a procedure or even simply get an IV, that the CRPS can spread further. The day that my CRPS spread, the day that it took over my body, it robbed me of my ability to walk. It robbed me of my ability to care for myself. It robbed me of my ability to even sit up. And it hasn't just taken things away in terms of physical limitations. It has tested relationships. It's ended relationships that I thought were so strong. I've lost the connection and the love and the support of loved ones who I thought were always going to be there for me. But when the going got tough, they got going. And I've had family members and friends simply disappear from my life, or after several months finally come forward and say, hey, I see what you're going through, and I just can't handle what you're watching you go through this, which I so admire, because I'd much rather hear that it's too hard for them to handle than to hear nothing at all. And I think a lot of CRPSers know the feeling of loneliness and know that these support groups are sometimes our only lifeline. And, CRPS it makes life so hard. Like, my hair's wet, yay, I got a shower, but guess what? I took a shower with my legs sticking out of the tub while I sat in my shower chair. And my mom had to help me get into and out of the bathtub because I'm too weak and unsteady to do it on my own. And despite all that CRPS has taken away, it has also given me so much, because it has shown me how strong I am. It has shown me that, my days of playing soccer and, feeling burnt out and being an athlete, that the pain I experienced then is nothing compared to what I'm experiencing now. And it's given me some incredible time with my mom and with new friends, mostly virtual, but some in-person friends. And they're sticking by me, and they've stuck by me through this whole journey, and I know that they're not going to leave. And this whole CRPS life has also given me a lot of time with my pets. I love my old Simba boy, who recently turned 12 and a half, and I couldn't imagine my life without him or Nala or anyone else. And so, while CRPS has taken so much, it's also given so much. And because I have CRPS, I'm deemed a warrior, and I don't take that lightly. And we need to remember that as warriors, we cannot fight this battle alone. We need to fight it together. And so I'd encourage you to be an encourager to your fellow warriors. I would encourage you to educate individuals on what CRPS is. And I would just continue to encourage you to continue to fight. I know they call this the suicide syndrome or the suicide disease for a very good reason, because the pain sometimes just feels like it's too much. You can't bear it. But if you got a dog, a family, there's so much to live for. And I'm here for you. There's so many people here for you, whether it be in person or online. And so I'd like to just thank you for taking the time to listen to what CRPS means to me. I know it has a completely different definition to every single person. And you can't fit it on a page, but I fit it in an 8-minute video, and I hope that it helps. So, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later.